back so soon. Finally gave up on Tam Tam's stupid wild goose chase. On the contrary, the coin was there, just like Tam Tam said it would be. What? Is that supposed to be a joke? What's the punchline? Then Mila found where it was? Well, yeah, that's precisely what happened. What? How did she do that? Apparently, Circe was going around turning everyone into feral animals with the coin. She what? And how did Mila figure this out all by herself? Well, Mila nearly let Circe transform her into a wild ape. Nearly? Too bad she didn't finish the job. A real chimp would be a better pirate than you, Mila. Rude. Hey. Mila was instrumental in obtaining the coin. She bravely confronted Circe's lies and deceptions. Shortly thereafter, the coin was taken by force. That's not how it happened. Say nothing. Piece of shit. Keep going. I had no idea. I was so lucky to serve beside a hero, Mila. Hero her? Come on. Morgana, raise the anchor and rig the sails. We're leaving. Liko, Tam Tam, start mapping out possible locations for Rocky. We need to stay on his trail. Mila, speak to me again before you head below deck, won't you? Well, our fortunes sure have changed around here. Congrats, darling. Go on, don't keep him waiting. You said something odd earlier. I don't know what you're talking about, darling. How did you know which animal? You said Circe nearly turned me into a wild ape. How did you know that? You mentioned it, didn't you? I don't think I did. Then it was Darius. He said Circe attacked you, didn't he? Yeah, she definitely knows some shit. Darius mentioned wild animals. He didn't mention which animal. Well, she had to try to turn you into something, didn't she? If you're so sure nobody mentioned it, maybe it was a lucky guess on my part. Sounds pretty unlikely. I heartily agree. You probably just forgot that you mentioned it, right? Well, maybe. It was a long night. Go. Don't keep Darius waiting. Do not trust this one either. So many untrustworthy people.
I heard part of your conversation with Circe. I don't blame you for your feelings. I'm sure I'd feel quite similarly in your situation. That's why I tried to talk you up to the crew. Morgana might not have acted like it, but even she was impressed by your bravery.
My... bravery?
You might not feel like you were brave, but who knows what would have happened if Circe targeted anyone else. I'm proud of you. Even after everything that's happened, you were willing to soldier on and confront Circe. But it is important that you know this. The risks we've taken, the indignities you've suffered, are all for a greater purpose. Once we have gathered all of the coins, I believe we will be able to change the world.
Change the world? Okay, how? I'm not sure. No, okay, well done. But I believe that that was the goal of the wizard, to see if the coins could be reunited. If we can succeed, we can fulfill his vision for healing the world, whatever that may have been. Is healing a good idea? Is it really our place to want to heal the world? Okay, why not? Because it might change people's motivations, make them less good. Sickness and sorrow help create empathy, right? Why bother being good if everything's fine? Why bother caring about others when nobody needs help? I hadn't thought of it like that. Still, Mila, would you still strive to be good, even if there was no affirmative reason compelling you to do so? Yeah, I guess so. As would I suspect, so perhaps that won't be a problem after all. Still, it's very perceptive of you. Long night, huh? Yeah. A little longer for you than for me, right? You mean my encounter with Circe? Encounter? Oh, please. You heard the captain. You're a hero, and Tam Tam's great too. She led us right to the coin. Okay, what are you saying? There's a reason why I doubted you earlier, Mila. After you gave away our ship, well... I'm not exactly proud of this, but it was nice not being the most pathetic member of the crew for a change. After today, I can see that we're right back to business as usual. I'm sorry, Liko. Why are they all giving her shit for saving everybody's life? Not as sorry as I am. I shouldn't have criticised you because of my own hang-ups. I guess I just have to get used to being useless, right? Well, you'll grow and learn, or just... Yeah, you'll grow and learn. Be supportive, I don't know. You could grow into your role here. I'm sure, back where you were a merchant, you didn't know everything right away, did you?
Truth be told, Mila, I wasn't a very good merchant either. At least while I'm on this ship, when the history books are written, I'll be remembered for something big. Even if it's for being the smallest part of that big something. Assuming we make it, you know.
Anyway, I've rambled long enough. A pie shop, Darius? Really? I've considered it from all angles. Trento's shop is a good candidate for possessing a coin. Trento's? Yeah, I've heard of that. They're not just any pie shop. These pies are really sinful and decadent. We're talking about better than sex good. I didn't realise you were so hungry. The point is, if the food is this good, magic must be involved. What a sad, cynical time we live in. A place makes a superb pie and we automatically suspect sorcery. More importantly, Rocky always did have a bit of a sweet tooth. Seemed as good a place as any to try and find him. Alright, off to this pie shop.
Welcome to Trento's. What do you want?
Excuse me. No cherry today, we're sold out. If that's what you're here for, then you wasted your time. Believe me, we didn't sail halfway across the world for fucking cherry pie. Hey, you wouldn't be the first. It is my #1 seller after all. But look, your crew wandered in here at nearly closing time, and that means we're sold out of apple, peach, strawberry, banoffee, and blueberry too. Do you have anything left? I've got some sweet potato. Buy a slice or don't. I'm a busy man. What's it gonna be? Actually, my interests lie in something else entirely. You mean like cake? Not exactly. Have you seen this coin before? No. That's the yes. Thing is, they want to change the world and help it improve. If this guy's using the coin to make pies, obviously, isn't he like spreading a little bit of happiness that way? I don't know. Making some good pies. I've never seen that thing before in my life. Lie. Is that so? Come now, darling. You might be a wizard in the kitchen. But your poker face isn't quite up to snuff. Okay, maybe I've seen it, maybe I didn't. But it's not stolen you here. I had a very reputable dealer, you understand. I'm not accusing you of stealing it. Then why did you come here busting my chops over this? Because, esteemed Trento, we need that coin. You need it? You need it? That's rich. Ever thought about how I might need it, pal? What precisely do you need it for? It's kind of a lucky charm, you understand. I most certainly do not. A lucky charm? You're seriously entertaining such superstitions, says the guy who wants magical coins. Hey, luck might not mean much to an educated guy like you, but I was on the verge of closing up shop before it came along. Now I sell so many pies I can barely keep up. Sorry pal, the coin's not for sale, period. We can both profit, do this one. Do you really want to spend your whole life baking? We could trade you some very rare treasures for that coin. Items so valuable you'll never have to work another day in your life. Rare treasures, you say? Got 'em with you? No. You're on the boat. We're currently in the process of trying to recover... blah blah blah. In other words, you don't got it. No deal. Now, if you don't mind, get the hell out of my shop. You've made your point. We're leaving. Yeah, that didn't work out. But I don't want to rob a guy of his pie coin just because we want it, because he's not doing anything bad with it, you know what I mean? I'm not sure. Well, on the upside, at least we've confirmed we're looking in the right place. I'm sure, given a little bit more time, I'll make an offer he can't refuse. We're not going to wait around for you to slither your way into his pants. Yeah, you certainly have a one-track mind. If he's not going to give it up peacefully, then why don't we just barge right in there and take it? Morgana, we don't even know if he's got it on him.
I might be able to help with that.
Who's this? Yeah, who are ya? We don't care who she is. This is a private conversation. Okay, where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Kate, baker extraordinaire, and I'm certain I'll be able to help you find what you're looking for. For inside that pie shop. Alright, what's good? Okay, what do you want in return then? Oh, you misunderstand. Okay, you look like a clever girl. Would anyone help out a stranger when they had nothing to gain? Tam, trust me, it does happen. It's just not every day. Okay, you made your point. Perhaps it's best if I tell you everything about the shop. It's high time the truth was known about that place. But it's not safe to talk out in the open. What's with the pie conspiracies? Let's head aboard the ship then, Kate. Liko, you can remain here. Oh, why me? I want to hear the story. We need someone to run reconnaissance on Trento. If he leaves the shop, let us know where he goes. Reconnaissance again. Great. Let's get this story. Alright, darling, out with it. What's the story on the pie shop? Let's start from the beginning. I've dreamed of working as a baker since I was a little girl. You don't need to go back that far. Growing up, we didn't have much to eat. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Get through the story. Those were tough times indeed. What she's trying to say is that you certainly look like you get plenty to eat these days. Rude. I'll get to that later. As I was saying, when I was hired to work in the pie shop, Trento wouldn't ever give me a chance in the kitchen, just sweeping and cleaning. That's all he ever used me for. What makes you think you cut it as a chef? Do you actually have any training? You sound just like him. Let her speak, Morgana. I wanted so badly to help in the kitchen. I'd done my share of baking at home, but as your insufferable subordinate suggested, I lacked formal training. So I decided to stay inside the shop, after telling him I'd gone home for the day. To spy on your employer? I see how it is around here. When I look in on him, I'm a spy, but when you do it, it's reconnaissance, right? Careful, Darius. This one's got a sharp tongue. No, she's just saying it how he is. That's fine. Fair point, Kate. My apologies. Why not just ask Trento to teach you how to bake? Believe me, I tried, but shortly after I came on board, Trento developed some kind of secret technique. One which caused his popularity to greatly expand, along with other things. What other things would that be? Have patience, trust me, just let me continue with the story. Never thought I'd say this, but I'd give anything to switch places with Liko right now. Rude.
Anyway, I had to know Trento's secret. Had I been given half the chance, I know my passion for good food would have brightened the smile of the world. Or at least the most important people in it. So given the circumstances, I had no choice but to look in on him. And that's when I saw what his secret was. That coin. It explained everything.
Everything?
Why he didn't want to share his recipes. Why the pies were suddenly extremely addictively delicious. Tasty enough for people to ignore the side effects. You see, unbeknownst to the public, Trento's pies cause weight gain.
Who knew? Who knew?
Everyone knows eating pies makes you fat, you moron.
But... Alright, doubt me if you want to. But that man doesn't care about the welfare of his customers, his employees, anybody. A man like that shouldn't have access to a magic coin.
And the coin's in the shop? He keeps it inside the oven. You've got to take it from him. Thanks, Kate. Trento's left the shop. Perfect timing. Kate's just informed us of the coin's location. It's inside. Mila, Morgana, let's head back in. Tam, Liko, stay here with Kate. Keep her here until we return. Wait, what now? Since you have a history with Trento, I don't want you to be involved in recovering his coin. It's for your own safety. Look on the bright side. Maybe the two of us can get better acquainted. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Let me start from the beginning. I've dreamed to work as a baker ever since I was a little girl. Gonna get the whole story again. Darius? Yeah, what's up, Mila? Did you really ask Liko and Tam to keep Kate aboard the ship just to protect her from Trento? Of course not. Use your head. That was one reason. Tell me, Mila, can you think of another? Prevent a coin mishap, keep her around, learn more about her. Thing is, would she try and take the coin for herself? Yeah, I think so. Maybe getting the coin itself could be dangerous. Agreed, but it's not a danger that can be appreciated by just anyone. When you first wore that coin around your neck, you didn't have any idea of what it was capable of, did you? No. But there's also another reason. You see, once we... Let's just break inside and be done with it. Another unfinished sentence. You gotta finish your sentences. The coin isn't gonna steal itself. I admire your enthusiasm, Morgana, but recovering the coin that way is just one option. There is another. We could bring Trento on board. Invite the greaseball onto the ship? With Kate on board too, aren't you worried about the ship sinking? Rude. So rude. Very funny, but there's no way to be certain Kate was telling us the truth about where the coin was. I'm sure you agree that the rest of her story sounds dubious and vainglorious. I don't think she was the sharpest gun in the box, if that's what you're getting at. If we bring Trento on board and show him Kate, we can explain to him that we foiled a robbery. Foiled a robbery? What do you mean? Wait, you want us to hand over someone who wanted to help us? It might appear to be harsh, I know. However, she was the one who spied on her boss, then suggested to us that we steal from him. He's just salty that she accused him of being a spy. You know? Why should we cover for her? Just because her interests happen to align with our own. That's... I don't know, man. That's a bit of cold-hearted, isn't it? Kate might be a big fat idiot, but why trick her when we can just honestly steal the coin? Honestly steal it? I almost admire your cognitive dissonance there, Morgana. Perhaps another perspective would be in order. Mila, which plan do you think's best? I don't like Darius's plan actually, because it's quite deceitful to Kate. It's quite bad. Let's go with Morgana. We're just going to rob this dude, because he's making everyone fat. Let's break in. It's the most direct path. We should take what we want, not manipulate others into handing it over. Besides, I'd rather be known as a thief than someone who betrayed a friend. Good. I agree. In we go. And we're in. Kate said the coin was in the oven. I don't see anything in the oven except the pyres. Maybe it's inside the pyre? It would make for a good hiding place. God, these do smell fantastic. Maybe just one bite. Morgana, are you sure about that? These pies make you fat, do not! What's one little bite gonna do? You think I'm gonna end up like Kate or something? Fat chance. Oh wow, this is... amazing. Gotta have some more. Oh, she getting fat. I've never felt so full. But I can't stop now. Morgana. What are you doing? You got to stop. Leave me alone, I'm starving. Morgana, the coin must have you under its spell. Shut up. One more bite, stop her. Kate weren't lying. I found the coin. Yeah, Morgana, you filled out. Okay. Look at yourself. Oh my god, what's happened to me? After what happened today, I thought you lot might try something like this, so I laid a little trap for you. All that's left is for the city guards to take you to the dungeon. Mila, Morgana, charge. Let's get out of here. Let's run, run, run. Oh wow, I sense a hilarious story incoming. Not now, Tam Tam. Raise the anchor. So, it happened to you too. I tried to warn you, the pies make you fat. You didn't explain that clearly at all. It must be because of the coin. They enchant the pies to become more delicious. But the pursuit of gluttony causes consequences. Become what you seek, right? Gluttony? Those pies were the tastiest thing I've ever eaten. What was I supposed to do? Besides, if these coins were created to help the world, why wouldn't they make delicious healthy food? I don't know, perhaps Trento never even attempted to do so. City guards are at the harbour. We've got to set sail, now. What, we're leaving? Please take me with you. What, you want to join? Don't make me laugh. I'll be arrested as an accomplice if I stay behind. The laws are not kind to thieves here. There must be something I can do for you. Does your crew need a chef? After what just happened to me, I'd like to fast for a month, thank you very much. Besides, we already had more liars and losers than we can handle. We don't have room for a shifty baker who spied on her boss. Please excuse Morgana, she's reeling from the shock of what happened to her. Am not. A chef sounds lovely, Kate. Welcome aboard. Liko, give her the tour. Okay, is another crew member. Really, me? I mean, I'd love to. Right this way, Kate. You're letting that slimeball join the crew. A few hours ago, you were going to have her thrown in jail. Darius, is there anyone you won't let on board? If she doesn't fit in, we can always drop her off at the next stop. But you never know, Morgana, she might surprise us. How? By poisoning the food? You know, you certainly changed a lot from who you were when I first invited you on board. Do you think the person you are today would approve of inviting the old you on board? Of course not. It was a huge risk. Of course it was. Aren't you glad that I did it anyway? And that doesn't make me feel any better about having someone like that on board. Cheer up. Kate isn't so bad, is she? I suppose it could be worse. We could be having Trento on board. After what he did to me, I'd really like to slit his throat. I'm glad you approve then, Morgana. I didn't say, whatever, Darius. Just whatever. Tell me, Mila, do you approve of how things turned out? Two wrongs don't make a right. We got what we came for. Did we get what we came for? Did we get the coin? What's with the... He's like lording it over quite big on the moralising now. Darius is turning into a bit of a smug douche. So let's see if we can get this guy fat or something next. Two wrongs don't make a right. I think the lesson is clear. Ever since we got here, we've seen the same pattern over and over. We have. Kate spied on her boss and got fired. Then she tried to enlist us to steal for her and got trapped with us on this ship. Trento used shady business practices, but he got his shop broken. He got broken into. Okay, and we stole from Trento and nearly got arrested, not to mention what happened to Morgana. No matter how we choose to handle it, Mila, hunting for the coins is dangerous work. Virtuousness, while an admirable aspiration, can't protect ourselves from those dangers. Remember that, Mila. You're so ungrateful. Okay,